dozy. I don't know why it still says clubs, but is the title still that? I don't know why it would be that. Let's check. No, it shouldn't be. For some reason it says my my thing is clubs. My stream title. There we go. I don't think it should be. Oh, why is the bitrate doing that? Right. Start of prediction. Okay. Okay. Alrighty toity. Coming into Singapore now, and I'm pretty sure Leclerc has still not got new engine parts. Leclerc struggled there in Monza. If I remember correctly, yeah, Leclerc got P4. And Carlos Sainz wins for Ferrari. And the historic safety car chance. In Singapore it's supposed to be 100%, although it's changed to this game clearly, and then in Japan it's 100%. Austin 100%, Mexico 100%. Interesting. Let's have a quick look here at our car. Let's make sure we've all our parts. We do not have all of our parts. There we go. Both drivers should now have enough suspensions. We're still manufacturing suspensions, aren't we? We are. Side pods. Manufacturing them. Rear wings. Manufactured. Front wings manufactured. Chassis. Manufactured. Okay. We're good. The worry is the powertrain though. For Leclerc, he needs an engine penalty slash whatever at some point. New side the butts. And what are we doing? Now, how many races are left in the season? Because the championship is still, I mean, the fastest pit stop's not on, but the championship is still very on here, lads. So let's have a look here. Calendar. We've got Singapore, then Japan, then a 2-week break, then Qatar, 2-week break, and then Austin, Mexico, Brazil, 2-week break. If I do design new parts, one, they're gonna have to be better than the ones we have and actually make a difference. Let's have a looky here. So optimize aerodynamics. There's a lot for us in the corners. Because I think we need to go all in on one rail project here. If we are gonna, you know, optimize aerodynamics. Front wing, I mean, it's not really that big of a gain though. Like I could get more out of, I mean we've did 4 rear wings, so I really don't see us improving at all. Wrong button. Wrong button. Design. I really do not see us improving the rear wing because we've already had 4, which is usually, I'd never do 4. High speed performance increases everything a little bit. Is it worth it though? Is it worth it? Am I getting that big of an upgrade? I need to see like a big upgrade to think to do it. Like it's not really doing much. Don't need to manufacture, I need to design. Can I not design any more underfloors? Am I losing my brain? Have I gone to the wrong section where I just can't design shit anymore? That was confusing. Right. There's physically no way I can make like a better underfloor. It is pretty maxed out. Suspension, you're our only hope. Suspension could be the shout. Race performance is 19.19 G. Optimized cooling. 8% in brake cooling. How are you looking for money? I mean I have 6 million left. I actually haven't, thank you for reminding me, I haven't looked at the cost cap here. Well, let's do that now and figure out how much we have left. 49 million, we're sweet. We're so sweet. We're super sweet. We could upgrade. Alright, let's go to car analysis here. And how much better is the Red Bulls than us? We're better than the Red Bulls. Our car's now better than the Red Bulls? What the fuck? Huh? Their engine cooling is like ridiculous to us, and our... Is it the weight? Hold on, I need to move my camera because I can't even see. Can I move my camera? Where can I move my camera? Total extra weight. Their car is 7 kg lighter. Despite our car being faster, which is really fucking weird. This is weird. We've struggled so much against Red Bull here, and our car is actually quicker. I don't understand that. That total weight must be massive. Our brake cooling is their brake cooling is abysmal, whereas their engine cooling is much better than ours. That total weight thing must be massive, and also Max being fucking insanely rapid is ridiculous. But that is, I didn't realize how good our car was. We're way better than McLaren, way better than Mercedes. Where are Aston in this? Aston are better in the low speed, and we've got them everywhere else by a good margin, by 100. Wow, we are We are flying high. That's so confusing then. Because in the races, it's like almost impossible to stay with the Red Bulls. But our car's quicker. I'm actually starting to rethink our driver pairing. The fact that we struggle so much against the Red Bulls and our car's better. Unless the total weight thing is a massive impact. Like if that's a genuine impact, which I feel like it should be. ERS is in poor condition. Let's have a look here, I feel like the only part we can design here is the suspension. That's the only thing that'll give us a gain. Is there a way to have a lighter suspension? Or total extra weight to be down? So suspension doesn't do anything for weight? I don't understand how they've such a lighter car than us. Oh, it's lifespan I need to do. I mean, minimum lifespan all the way down. Right. Oh my god, that improves your car massively. That's what Red Bull have been doing, is that they're fucking... The durability of their parts is awful. So, what we can do is... I feel like it's too late in the day to do it now, but next upgrade is going to be the factory, so that we can churn out more parts. Because at the moment we've been just doing like... You know, minimum lifespan has been equal. But we could genuinely get some rapid parts. Like insanely rapid parts if we take out the minimum lifespan of them. And then if we just get our factory upgrade, then we can just churn out new parts. Easy. Right, that is interesting. I didn't actually think of that before. At all. Hadn't thought of having the total weight down. That's where Red Bull are quicker than us, is that their car is so much lighter than ours. Okay. For those of you watching, this is the really exciting part, isn't it? Going through the pit crew and telling them to go to the gym. Although the gym training is not working as it used to. When your gym training isn't working like it used to before. Yeah, it really isn't working at all. Well, that's all the gym training we can do. Really? Oh, I kinda messed up. Wait, did I mess up? Not really. Right, we're almost good enough to build our new factory. But I think at this point I'm just gonna do research. Yeah, because, I mean, research, it doesn't matter whenever it comes in. The key thing about research is, though, is that it doesn't matter how many engineers you have on it, as in you only want one of your engineers to be on it. Wow, that's a massive upgrade to the underfloor. Can I pick? Let's do high speed performance, low speed performance. Optimized aerodynamics. Balanced. Optimized aerodynamics isn't even better than balanced. Like, it's worse than balanced. Yeah, it's worse than balanced. It just has better dirty air tolerance, but balanced is actually better. And then if we want more high speed, which maybe we might want more high speed because that's where we're close to Red Bull with. Oh, and the kph is far higher. Yeah, I'm gonna do high speed. Yeah. And look, chat, at this. If I add more engineers, it starts to come down, and you're researching, so it does, like, you have to wait till next season to get this, so it doesn't matter about the completion date at all. Hi R, thank you for the 2 bits. But as I was saying, it doesn't matter how much engineers you have on this, you'd only want 1 because you're researching, you know what I mean? But yeah, that looks good. And I don't think we'd really have time to upgrade parts, but next season I'm going to think about the weight.
Our Formula 1 season continues here.
That seemed miserly. Oh, it's gonna rain in the race. Yikes. At some point we're gonna need to take an engine penalty with Leclerc. But now that our car is way quicker than I thought it was, that does change things. That really does change things. But thank you again, R, for the bits. I'm going to be rich. Anyway, where are we? Oh.
Now it's time.
We don't need that good car parts in because it's Singapore, especially in the wet. So we don't really need to think that much about using our best parts here. Hoban Maato, Veron. So we can put less in the car and hopefully get more out of it. This may be the last race where we use kind of rough parts. And we're gonna have to somehow get Leclerc a new engine and everything. I don't know how we're gonna pull that off. Oh.
Radio check.
Copy, loud and clear.
Can you hear me well?
All clear. We need a good warm up on the brakes.
Copy.
Good warm up on the brakes.
Yeah.
And now they've just put out the new update, the 1.6 version of the game, and now they have outlap graphic, which I like. I like the fact they have an outlap graphic because that tells me who's on an outlap. You know? It's easier to find out gaps to where to push. I hope they fixed qualifying somewhat, because it was so broken. So broken. But how's everyone in the chat doing? How are you doing, Lou, if you're still here?
And track is clear, track clear.
Track is clear.
Tires button off.
Now, as long as no one exits the pit lane here, we should be good.
Stay clear.
Oh, we're in Singapore. I didn't check if they've fixed
You can go.
Singapore, the straight, the new straight. Not bad, mate. Just passing stuff. I've had a good day so far. And we all know Ferrari can ruin them at any point. But an hour's hot cocoa. I have tea and croissant. I have tea. I'll try not to spill it, but here is the tea. Anyone else have any snacks? But what I've actually been relatively busy. I've been a taxi all day. I've needed to drive people all around the shop. I hope they fix Singapore though, like the straight where everyone slows down. Fish finger sarnies? What's sarnies? Is this where you say sarnies nuts or something? And I'm like, oh shit. No sandwiches. Oh, they haven't fixed Singapore yet, Doc. That's kind of disappointing. I mean, it's not as bad, I don't think. It doesn't feel as bad, but it still is broken. Blue's not that guy, Paul.
And reminder, stay negative on the dash.
Gasly is rapid high this season. He's doing well in qualifying. I wonder, is Gasly gonna potentially get the Red Bull seat? Imagine we see Gasly go back to Red Bull. I'd fucking love it. Magnussen's quicker than us? Oh no, that's not good. Alpine may be quicker than us this weekend. We're 1 second off Perez. How? I just don't understand. I suppose we don't have a good engine in for either of our drivers. We have old engines in, so we're not expecting a terrific qualifying. But I was hoping a little better than this. And also there's going to be rain in the race, which we never, ever have taken advantage of, because I just don't know how rain works in this game. It's my 3rd season in, and I just haven't ever taken advantage of rain. It used to be so easy last game. Rain used to be just... I would win every race in the rain on last game. And no matter what car you put me in, I could win in the wet. Whereas now I'm like... I can lose such a tap-in of a win if there's rain, because I don't know what I'm doing. Let's check, is there any more graphics here?
If you want, you can go to mode warm-up.
Yeah, copy that.
Working on tires.
I like that they have outlap now. That just makes it a whole lot clearer to see what everyone on the track is doing. And it's just a little simple thing, changing the details. Very simple thing to do. And it makes all the difference. But we're yet to see our lap get blocked by someone, so... Boom, boom. Why, it's Monza this weekend. Who's excited for Monza? Ferrari. Come on, Ferrari, finally do something. It's Monza, you just gotta do anything, really.
And track is clear, track clear. Will be mode push for last corner.
All clear in front. Yep, you can go now.
We're gonna give the Alpine here a very good tow, though. There's an Alpha. That Alpha was completely in the way. Not amazing. There's now an Alpine that's going to be in Leclerc's way here. He had a left there. It seems like such an easy fix in Singapore, like. Just to fix that small part. Leclerc and Sainz both have horrific laps. I don't even think I'm gonna wait, I think I'm just gonna send them straight out again. On fresh softs here. Oh no. That is a problem.
And we need to increase pushing status.
Yeah, copy.
You need to push more.
Okay.
Alright, hopefully now that we're using fresher softs, hopefully we've clean air. There is an AlphaTauri exit in the pits, hopefully it's not in our way.
Less lift off.
And there is Perez on an outlap, there's an Alfa Romeo on an in-lap here. That could get in our way, hopefully we get past the Alpha in the straight. The AlphaTauri, I don't think it blocked us. There's the Alfa Romeo. It won't block Leclerc, but it could block Sainz here. Get out of the way. Oh, it's caught us at a really bad time. Very bad time. Get out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. And now the Red Bull's going to be completely in the way. What a fucking prick. It's just so impossible in this game to get a fucking...
And charge button on.
To get
Copy.
clear fucking room to have a lap. Red Bull's blocked us again. And now the overheating graphic's a little different, it's now yellow instead of red. I wonder, is there a time where it will go into red? But hopefully Sainz now can get a good lap here, and we can just put Leclerc back out on these tyres. And if Leclerc does not get through, then we can take the engine penalty here, I guess.
Charles, Leclerc.
Because we're going to take it at some point.
We need speed limiter on, speed limiter on.
Yeah, there is like a window where your tyres aren't overheating, and then they go into a window where they are. So when do I need to put him on track? Maybe now. Leclerc should be good now. He's out behind Bottas. Where's Bottas? I actually want to overtake Bottas here. I do not want to be behind Bottas. Perfect, because then we shouldn't have anyone else ahead of us. There's like Red Bull and an Aston here going slowly. Hopefully they're on in laps. And if they're on out laps, then they're still not going to be in our way. We're just going to need no one.
No lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
Perez is in and that Aston on a lap. And need no one exiting the pits. There's a Mercedes exiting the pits here. But we should be out ahead of them, thank the Lord. We're finally going to get a lap with here with Leclerc. Sainz should be through. As Verstappen goes even quicker. I'm a little scared that like after the update Red Bull are even quicker. Even though our car is quicker, which doesn't make any sense. It actually is confusing me why they're so much quicker. Is it the weight? I didn't feel like weight would have that big of a difference, but it feels like it really does. It feels like the weight is just a massive advantage here because Red Bull are so much quicker than us. Even though we technically have a quicker car in pretty much every area. We're gonna have to reduce the weight next season. That's gonna be the key here. As Leclerc's coming round to finish his lap. Can he improve here? We need like 7/10 improvement if we can get it. And I think that should be enough.
Increase lift and coast.
Yeah, we're gonna take that as enough.
Charge button on.
Hopefully that should be enough. Sainz and Leclerc should be through here, but we're a second off Red Bull. Holy Mary, Mother of God. How are we a second off Red Bull? Their car is... that's so confusing, man. Their car is way lighter than ours. And also we have old engines in. And apparently that equates to a second. Yikes. Really did not think the gap would be that fucking big. De Vries, you ass. De Vries is gonna block our lap. Yep. Right under the tunnel. At least Leclerc's a tow here for Sainz on his lap, but Leclerc is nowhere. Sainz is really nowhere because we need to be in the 28s. So that lap was pretty much nothing, if I'm honest. Because we genuinely need to be in the 28s, otherwise may as well pack up and go home. But we can head out with like 4 minutes to go. And I think we should be good here. Alright, let's push now, push. The tyre warm-up is a lot better than it used to be.
You can push.
The tyre warm-up is far better than it used to be before the update. Now they actually get the tyres up to temp, which they used to not do. But we're gonna have to do like 2 push laps here. I don't think there's anyone gonna block our laps. There's this Alfa Romeo, what is it doing? De Vries is on a fucking outlap. Get out of the way again, De Vries. What an ass. Why are the Alphas even in fucking Q3? Get out of Q3. Get out of her way. Unbelievable, man. De Vries blocked both of our laps in fucking Q3, hey? And we're still a second off fucking Verstappen, like. We need all the help we can get, and they've just not fixed. They've not fixed qualifying at all with this update, which to me is probably one of the biggest issues. It's kind of annoying. And Perez has gone a 10th quicker, so we're so far off now. Where can we go? Leclerc jumps. Oh, Leclerc didn't even jump. Sainz had jumped. Sainz jumped up to P3, but we're going to keep pushing here on a second lap. Because this lap won't be blocked, at least. You know? Actually, it will be blocked because there's a fucking Red Bull of Perez in the way. Get out of the way, Sergio. Out of the way. And he's gonna block Sainz here horribly, I know it. On the apex, yep, just completely in the way. What a fucking cunt. This game, man. So stupid. Like, it's okay if Perez had blocked us, but to make it fair, that would be a penalty. Like, in real life, that would be such a penalty. To be just sat on the apex there. But the game does not have that logic. I didn't even tell them to do the lap because I hadn't even cancelled the call in. Where's Leclerc? Leclerc will start P7. Now chat, I need your help with this one. Do we take an engine pan with Charles here? I feel like we don't because we can take advantage of the rain here, absolutely. Because I feel like this rain actually might be the rain to end all rains that actually benefits us for once. Let's, yeah, I'm actually gonna not use an engine penalty because we could really gain off this. Races rain, will that minimize any engine stuff? Yeah, that's what I'm hoping, Lou. That is what I'm hoping. Because we can push flat. Like that, yeah. I honestly think that's the way to go. Inter. I actually feel like this may be our first good wet race. This may be the one because it seems like a self-explanatory Inter. It does not seem like you know, doesn't seem like it's definitely not wets. The thing I'm worried about is, will it be enough to be Inter? I mean, it's going to be wet for so long, it has to be Inter. It simply has to be Inter. I wonder, will they let you... They don't let you choose how aggressive you want to be off the start yet, which is annoying. But we're going to go flat to the mat here with a really cheap hat. And another race where we have a bad qualifying is going to be the one where we...
The drivers are almost ready here in Singapore as we get ready.
Box. Well, not box, but...
Under the lights.
You know.
Here's a determined Sainz. lining
go
up
with
on the
Charles.
It's amazing to see them lining up third. There's tough competition, but this is already a great starting point.
grid. Right, let's get to it then.
Come on, chat. We're here.
just
We're fighting for the
moments away
championship.
From the Singapore Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Chat. Half of the drivers are already on the inters. Oh my god! Unbelievable. Half of them are already on the inters. We're 4 minutes away from inters. Leclerc's already into P4. We're already into the podium positions here. We need to get down the road quick. Unbelievable. Half of the grid's already on the inters. I've never seen anything like this before. I've never seen anything like this before. This is unbelievable. We have got to get down the road ASAP and then get on to the inters whenever it suits. I think they've picked the wrong choice. I think we're gonna be gone. Whereas it was Verstappen. Verstappen's on the inters and he's down in P11 already. They're so slow.
No, what's happening with the engine, guys? It's broken, I think.
Shut up, Leclerc, you scared me. Yeah, but they think they're gonna last out the rain. We're already 14 seconds up. Yes! We're already 14 seconds up, chat. This has been a class. This has been a class performance from us. Because it's not gonna rain for like another 2 laps, and then it takes a while before the rain actually is enough for you to actually box for inters. This is amazing. This is amazing. Verstappen's a pit stop behind already. Verstappen's a pit stop behind already, and we haven't even fucking did anything. This is amazing. With 2 minutes to go before the rain, and we already have it. Yeah, if we just keep with Perez here and keep with Stroll, that's all we need to do here. And the rain isn't coming yet, and we're going to be already out ahead of the inters. If we can get out ahead of Perez here, who's already burnt through his softs relatively quickly, we're going to have DRS here. If we can stay ahead of Perez, come on, let's get ahead.
Yes, confirm. Raining.
Raining now, raining now. Send it, Science. Raining now. How heavy is the rain coming down? Come on, Science. Alright, the inter runners are 35 seconds behind, and they've already burnt 20% through their inters. The rain is coming down heavy though. We need to defend here from Sainz, or from Perez, and Sainz is not really doing it, and he's giving him DRS as well, I'm pretty sure. Perez has DRS here, but Sainz can still send it.
Copy.
And just a reminder on DRS.
Yeah, copy.
I'm gonna box now with Sainz, but keep Leclerc out. I'm boxing Sainz.
Speed confirm and box.
Yeah, happy to box.
Boxing on in.
Actually, I'm gonna box them both. It's definitely gonna be inters. It's definitely gonna be inters.
Box now.
Yeah, Perez is going in.
Box.
Stroll's going in. Yeah, everyone's going in this lap. We now need to make sure Sainz gets out ahead of anyone. We need to make sure no one blocks him here.
Okay.
Oh, there's everyone's coming in. Everyone's coming in. Everyone's coming in. Perez now is being held. We're gonna be held. Sainz has got away! Sainz is in the lead! Sainz has got away!
The white line or
Where's Leclerc going to get out here? Leclerc's got out. Just about. Sainz is in the lead by a mile! Sainz is in the lead by a mile! Leclerc's coming out. He's going to be behind Norris and Perez. It's not that big of a loss, but Sainz is in the lead. How far is he in the lead? We now need no safety cars. What is the gap? 3.7. Leclerc's got a decent gap here. Get them off. Defending and attacking.
Yeah, copy that.
Sainz is in the lead, just like that. Verstappen's now P10, but his inters are already at 78%. We're going to be able to burn through these inters here. We just need to get our energy back up again. There's a safety car, of course there is, making sure our advantage is gone. We never can have a fucking comfortable race, like.
Okay, copy.
Aye, it's a safety car, Lou, but it won't be Perez.
Stay positive.
Mick, though, Mick is P6, Iwasa, lovely, love it,
Here we
Iwasa.
are then looking at turn 12
Fucking prick, man.
and ends up in the wall. That will have knocked their confidence, I'm sure.
Brings out the fucking safety car when we had such an advantage. Such an advantage.
possible debris there.
I hope it's okay at least.
At least now we can get our ERS back,
Okay.
but that's annoying because we had such a gap over everyone there. Verstappen's now pitting! He's going to have to go on fresh inters because his inters aren't going to make it. And all of the drivers who started on inters are now going on fresh inters. Well, we already have fresh inters. Ricciardo, Mick, up here Norris in the podium positions. The Alfa Romeos who made it to Q3 have fucked it with their strategy. This is dramatic as hell, but Verstappen is now P13 out of the... He is now going to be first out of the fresh inters, but they're literally a percent difference here. We just need to get our ERS back up again here. ERS, please. Thank you for giving us another lap to replenish our ERS here because we wouldn't have got it there, that lap. I feel like we just need to push on fuel and whatever, but we don't need to actually defend that hard from... No! Why did it skip? That scared the life out of me. We don't actually need to push that hard on ERS at the moment because I feel like we can just push into the distance here with Sainz.
Safety car in this lap.
And I do not think Perez will get us because we're in the we're on the inters here.
Okay.
And I feel like he needs DRS to get past here.
Safety car in the pit lane.
Deploy. Dear God, deploy. Perez is right there. He's gonna send it soon if we don't deploy. There's some spray. Perez looks quick though, man. I don't understand why the Red Bulls are so much quicker than us. Don't you dare send it there. Jesus Christ, terrifying. We're now pushing away from Norris, so Leclerc can hopefully go for a move here on Norris. Soon. We did got the jump a little bit, but Perez is still here, man. He's still here. Don't do that! What are you doing, man? Why is the defending so fucking bad? He just lets him through, like, virtually. What is he doing, man? I don't understand that at all, like.
I'll leave it to you.
The always defend things means they defend like a fucking idiot. I thought maybe after the update I could try it and see if they fixed it, but no, they haven't. They still defend like idiots. It's better to leave them on don't defend at all. Honestly. Come on, Leclerc, you need to get Norris here. And Leclerc can't even get fucking Norris here. Come on, this is the time. This is the time, Leclerc. Down the inside here. Has that ERS engaged? Love to see it.
And good job.
Now Leclerc has a much faster car than the McLaren. He must not lose out here. And we can push on these tyres because these tyres are going to last the whole rain easily. So we don't need to worry about the tyres. Come on, Sainz. Come on. Why have you backed out? You backing out makes me very sad. We can push now with Leclerc just to get a gap to Norris and then back off his ERS. Whereas I do not want to give Perez any margin at all. Alright, let's go get some ERS with Leclerc here. But as I said, chat, this may be the first wet race that actually benefits us, and so far it's going well. And we got so lucky there with half the grid starting on inters, like that was stupid, but I mean the safety car kind of saved them, but I mean Verstappen's now P12. So they did royally screw themselves there. I think I can now harvest with Sainz. He's doing well enough to keep up with Perez.
And start button on.
Yeah.
Go neutral. We could go neutral with Charles. And hopefully Charles can eat into that 3-second gap that we have. Perez is doing better managing his tyres, but we're just kind of intentionally pushing these tyres because we know they're going to last. The whole wet. Alright, Perez is now trying to drop us. We just need to make sure we stay with him here, so he doesn't get too many ideas. Oh no, he's really trying to drop us. Don't like that. Verstappen is still 12th. He's now pushing up beside Yuki. Yuki's keeping him behind. But Perez now is trying to drop us here, and he may have been successful. Yikes.
And DRS is disabled. DRS disabled.
Ah.
Copy.
I'm gonna keep pushing here, because at some point he's gonna have to back off, and there we go, chat. We're back in it again with Sainz, but we're gonna have to manage the ERS again. So how in it are we? I mean, we're pretty in it. I mean, Leclerc's kind of nowhere, but I mean, we're 10 seconds out from Norris now. We kind of just need to be with Perez for when we switch to mediums. And at some point here, we're going to need to look to ease off on the tires because it is dropping too rapidly here.
Focus on tires. Copy.
Yeah. I think with Sainz now we need to back off. Because we need our tires to last, and they're probably going down too rapidly for our liking at the moment.
Start button on. Copy.
Unfortunately. Yeah, I just don't think we have the pace for Perez. Mick though, lads, Mick is into P5. This would be a stonking result for Mick. Absolutely stonking.
Start button off.
Yeah, turns out massively overheating your tires doesn't really help. As we were planning. Let's see now if we push back on the tires, see what happens.
On foot.
We should be able to make it to the inters, or the mediums now. As long as it stays in temp. Back down to aggressive, because that's too hard.
You need to push more.
But Perez is now just gone. Like, I mean, there's not a lot we could have done here, because we have to manage the tires here until the mediums are going to be strapped on. And it's gonna have to be soon. We're gonna have to double check whenever it is mediums that the mediums can go to the end here. The track is gonna dry now. The track is gonna dry now. So, can the mediums go the distance here? Lap 36 is where the mediums can go. Thank you for the follow, one shot over. I've just checked there. Sorry, apologies for not checking. I was kind of fully focused in here. But thank you for the follow. We are now on 280, which is mental to say. But thank you again for the follow. We're now gonna keep an eye on... It's gonna go dry soon. And I feel like we want to be as early as possible into the dries. But we also... I think we'll mix up the strategy. We'll go early with Sainz and then late with Leclerc. Alright, it's coming down now. Not rapidly enough though.
Let me know on track conditions.
Yeah, not rapidly enough for us to go dries.
Okay.
Head down.
Copy.
Head down now, head down. We're gonna try go mediums now with Carlos Sainz.
And box.
And we're gonna do an actual lap here with
Copy.
we're gonna do an actual lap here with Leclerc, because Leclerc's too close at this moment. Sainz may have gone a little early, but we have such a margin behind, it shouldn't be a problem. Sainz may lose out to Leclerc doing this. But I feel like we need to undercut or something to try and catch other drivers out here. It's 1.13.
Was the white line all clear in exit?
It's not coming down really quick enough at the moment. But welcome to the chat, one shot over. There's now people coming rallying down, and we're going to be caught in this train, I believe. We're out right ahead of the Mercedes here.
It's time to go hunting. I leave it to you.
Time to go hunting, time to go hunting. Let's hold the position. Alright, it's now transitioning back to dries. It is now dry.
DRS enable.
DRS has now been enabled. Can now push a bit on ERS here to stay away from Ocon. As we don't want to lose to an inter-tire and then have the grip go away in like one corner. And then the inter driver's now ahead of us. See, look at that. The traction now is unbelievable. But we don't actually want to push up to this pack so soon because they could all be boxing this lap.
Try your best.
So we just want to catch them. If any of them don't box, Perez has decided to not box. Perez has decided to not box. That's interesting.
Will be tight.
Who's gonna box here? Magnussen stayed out here, so we need to clear Magnussen as soon as possible.
Verstappen is boxing.
And Leclerc's come out behind Sainz. So we now need to clear Magnussen as soon as possible here.
Okay.
But Perez has such an amazing gap, like ridiculous gap. And feckin' Magnussen's now. Magnussen, you need to stop. That's a sandy sand. That was a very sandy sand from Sainz. But we've undercut Perez by 2 laps, but will it do anything really is the question. I don't think it will do anything. We're just kinda gonna push here, but we'll have the mediums to the end here. All the other drivers went on the hards, which could change things a little bit if we are on the better tyre here. But Norris, Gasly, Mick, Ocon, Ricciardo all in good positions. Verstappen's probably gonna get up back into the points because of the inter-drivers who are still out. But Leclerc's now down the road. Down the road. Where's Perez? Says Perez is like 38 seconds, but that's not accurate.
Copy, copy.
Charge button on.
Copy.
We can now push to the end just like this. With Sainz, we're 17 seconds off Perez, which isn't great. If anyone in the chat wants to follow, please do. We are trying to win the championship with Ferrari. It's season 3, and we're as close as we've ever been to the Red Bulls. We've outscored Perez so far this season with both their drivers. It says they're both of our drivers are even points at the moment, which is kind of hilarious, but I think that's lying a little bit.
Increase lift and coast.
Increase LICO. Increase LICO.
Energies are good.
Copy that.
Fastest lap for Ocon. Right, that's a bit surprising. Right, let's go back to neutral here.
It will be charge button.
The delta between us and Perez has come down 3 seconds, and we didn't even have ERS on.
There's a yellow flag now.
Ooh.
Now we can see what happened.
Ocon and a Merc. And there's a Red Bull there.
Tries to get by.
Please cause a pile up. Oh, they didn't even take out Max. They just took at each other.
Risky. I wouldn't be surprised if there were a few...
Not good. Mick? What? Mick wasn't even in that incident.
So there was a crash.
Mick?
So they are still cleaning up the track.
Was Mick in that incident? I thought it was... Was it not the Alpine and the Mercedes? Am I blind? Verstappen's like jumped up into P6, which is very annoying.
The temperatures are going slightly up.
Copy that.
We're still pushing here to catch Perez, but he's several seconds ahead. What we can do though is that if there's a VSC, we can box onto the soft tyre and go for the fastest lap because we've 20 seconds to the cars behind here.
Lift and coast.
Haircut.
Gasly up into P4, battling with Norris here. And Mick is out of the points again. Jesus Christ, Mick. What the fuck? But wow. An eventful race so far. Don't know how Verstappen's in a P6. It's just kind of Verstappen things where you're like, no matter how bad things go, he'll still get really good points. It's very annoying. Because he'll probably still catch up to these two, I bet, and get fucking P4. But we almost have 20 seconds to them. And we're trying to catch... Trying to catch Perez here. We've made like 5 seconds on Perez. But will it be enough is the question. Gotta manage these tires a little bit. Yellow flag. What's that for? Russell's dropping down the order. Is it a safety car?
Had a crash.
Safety car? Russell and the AlphaTauri of Tsunoda. Let's see, any noticeable points? Sitters Albon, Norris and Gasly are battling to make sure that Verstappen catches them. And Bottas is almost in the points and Ricciardo is in the points. That's about it. We now need pretty much a safety car to change our fortunes. And Verstappen is catching the battle ahead. And he's gonna fucking finish P4, isn't he? 10 laps to go and he's 2 seconds off. Verstappen's gonna pass them, isn't he? We need to manage these tires better, they're just not really coming down.
Slow down.
Copy.
But Verstappen's gonna, 10 laps to go, Verstappen's gonna absolutely catch these. Please don't send it on Norris on the outside. He's send it on Norris on the outside. It's over. He's got Norris just here, and he's gonna get Gasly in the next straight, and that's P4 for Verstappen. Even though he's had a horrific race, he's still got good points. Such a joke of a game. Like, even though this is like really realistic of how things would actually go. We just need a safety car. Safety car? I need to manage these tires here because they're not even
Tire management.
really getting much better here. Perez puts the fastest lap in for good measure. Just because he can. And we're just going to manage these tires to the end here. No safety car. Only when it benefits Red Bull will there be a safety car. Never when it benefits us.
Temperatures.
I know the tires are cold, but we're trying to manage them here.
Build up temperatures.
We're trying to manage them to the end here. Sainz needs to conserve. Actually, we'll put them both on conserve here.
Okay, copy.
That delta to Verstappen's coming down. We've 3 laps to go. Okay. That delta's coming down. Alrighty tighty. Let's make sure Verstappen does not catch us here.
2 more laps.
2 more laps. Let's just make sure we get to the end here. Annoyingly, there was no safety car to benefit us catching Perez, but you know. But P2 and P3, I mean, we'll take. It is better than a lot of our results.
Last lap.
It is starting to feel like a last lap when you start to cheer the drivers, you know, as they go round. But I mean, the win could have happened, but it just didn't fall our way, really. But considering Verstappen's drop points, I mean, that's a positive. That is a positive.
And DRS is disabled. DRS disabled.
ERS disabled. And Perez wins by nearly 40 seconds. Nearly 40 seconds.
And just a reminder on garage.
Copy.
Lou, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right, Lou. Considering how rough of a season we've had with wet tracks, a wet really career with tracks, but
Take it back.
annoyingly as hell Verstappen still gets P4. This really was a race where he could have lost a lot of points here.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Bottas has a chance here of getting
And check it flag.
two extra points for Alpha, which will be big for them in the championship.
The pace was really, really good. Yeah. Well done, guys.
They just kind of cut Leclerc off there in the mic, and De Vries unfortunately can't add to his points tally. But good for Valtteri Bottas, getting some points for Alfa Romeo. But
wasn't
you
that
know,
a seriously good drive from Carlos Sainz?
decent but not amazing.
Excellent performance. They set out with a great strategy and it paid off with an impressive podium finish.
We We may see these kind of scenes a lot in Formula One, but it's easy to forget just what it means to the whole team. And Carlos Sainz heading up to the podium now, the Spaniard adding
A
another
Ferrari
to his
2-3
record.
is good. It is good. It is good.
There's further delight for the team. as they
But
get
Perez,
to
man,
see
won
both
by like
drivers
fucking
update
40
together.
seconds, which is just very, very disappointing. But you know, could have gone worse. Could have gone worse. And Perez gets the fastest lap as well, doesn't he? Yeah. That's disappointing. Have we gained on? We haven't gained on Red Bull. We've actually lost 5 points to Red Bull. That's annoying, hey? That is annoying. But if we have a look at the constructors here, well, even the drivers, Zane Maloney's the only driver that did not get points yet. And in the constructors, that was big for Alfa Romeo. They're distancing themselves from Haas. Mick could have got a very good result there. Could have put the fucking championship to bed. Could have put P9 to bed, but then had contact with someone there. I don't even know. I didn't see it properly. But for anyone in the chat who wants to follow, please do. Oh, we actually got quick, fast pit stops there. And also, if you want to subscribe with Twitch Prime, please do as well. We are on our way to potentially being world champions with Ferrari. Even winning the constructors, I will take. But cost cap. No. I need that. I need the cost cap. Inspections field, underfloor. Need a new underfloor. What is your inspections field? Side pods, need new side pods. Right, we've got the Japanese Grand Prix in a couple days. What parts need made here? We already are making a chassis. Don't need a front wing. Don't need a rear wing. We can manufacture a side pod here. We can manufacture none. Do we want to manufacture 2 underfloors? Underfloor's fine. And we now have 4 suspension. Yeah, we want 2 underfloors here because there's... that one's about to die. So 2 underfloors, yeah. And then we should be good to go. Our next upgrade will be the factory. We need the factory upgrade for next season because we're gonna really attack Red Bull. Really attack them. What requires a response here? Board attendance. Let's go for yes. It's risky because every time we've did it, the boardroom level's now up to max level. That's good to know. What else do we need to upgrade? We're upgrading the team hub, operations facilities. Helipad could do with some rework. Tour center, it's 15k. That's unnoticeable. Helipad, we'll do that one. Hospitality. Team attractiveness. That's all that does. We don't really care about team attractiveness. We're Ferrari. We don't need the hospitality area. We Ferrari. We that's all we need. But yeah. Now should be good to go for the Japanese Grand Prix here. And again, I'm not sure if I want to take engine penalties or not. To get our extra money, we need to finish inside the top 10. That's what we need. So, taking an engine, I mean, we could lose the top 10 by not taking an engine, and we could lose the top 10 by taking an engine and then not getting overtakes. And Japan's hoaching to overtaking. Leclerc. Good we used the rest of that engine. before we needed to get rid. Yeah, we now are onto that gearbox. Good to know. Now we're gonna put a slightly better engine in for Saints, but we should not be a second off Red Bull. Should not be a second off Red Bull like we were in Singapore. That was disgusting. And it feels like we still are. Like in practice we were second off in Singapore, and there we were second off. I don't know. Did Sainz crash in practice? Is there a way I could tell he crashed? I don't know if there's a way I could tell he crashed, but I feel like his parts had more in them than that. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna go into qualifying here. Hopefully we can have a good race here. And again with Leclerc, at some point we're gonna need to take an engine penalty. I just don't know which track suits. You kinda just wait for until there's a mistake in qualifying, and then that's your, like, okay, a tap in, because we would have been here anyway.
Negative.
May as well take the pain. But, I mean, is this quality representative, or the Red Bull's about to improve by 1.4? Verstappen is now 3/10 ahead. That's not horrific. Could have been worse. Perez is now only slightly ahead. It's not horrific. It is not horrific. The thing about Japan though is it's a very track position track, whilst also being a two-stop. As in, it's very hard to overtake, but then you're also
Green light.
you're also, it's quicker to do a two-stop here as well, because the tire wear is not amazing. Mecca's going to be in our way at some point here. Just get out of the way at the right time, Mech, here. Out of the way, good on ye. Don't be in our way here. He's at the exit, he's pulled away, that's good to know.
We'll stay negative.
And I feel like a 26.2 is decent. Is there a way yet to see how you did in Q1 again, what the lap was? Not really. There isn't any way really to see your lap 1 time, or your Q1. Jesus, Mary and Josephine. Which is annoying, because it would help me get an indicator of how good our lap is. I think we should be still safe. I'd be surprised if we could put out here. But look at how quicker slash faster. Whichever one of those is a word. I'm tired. Okay. The Red Bulls are. Yep, we were safe, we were safe. Do not want to use those tires. Hopefully we can get clear runs here in Q3. Just need no one blocking us, and Magnussen's going to block us, but when is the question? Where is Magnussen now? He's just ahead of Norris here. So Sainz is going to get through comfortably, that's really good. Well, that's Leclerc. So maybe hopefully both of them got through clear there. And 2 bad laps, but we're on used softs. But those laps are bad. Very bad. So we're going to need out fresh softs here for qualifying.
Head down.
Copy.
Yeah, it is Sainz ahead.
Let's lift off.
Oh, I did not want Leclerc to be this close. Why is he this close?
And Charles, no lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
Copy.
I mean, Sainz has the better engine here, so I hope he doesn't get in his way.
Pushing status.
Oh, there's an Aston and a fucking Alfa Romeo. What are you doing in fucking Q3? Get out of the fucking way. And Stroll, Bottas, gonna be both in our way here. Get out of the way, get out of the way, out of the way, out of the way. Out of the way, blue flags, blue flags, blue flags. In our way. Fucking blue flags.
I will come back to you.
Out of the way. Oh, we're gonna have to back off now with Charles here.
Increase lift and coast.
Copy.
Charles's lap is definitely fucked, so he's gonna have to go again here.
Copy.
Whereas Sainz may improve and will need to keep going, I would say.
And push.
And push. Sainz goes up to P3. Leclerc doesn't improve, but he's not doing his lap there. Now Ocon is the fucking driver we have to worry about. Gets out of the way for Sainz, but he's going to block Leclerc here, surely. Surely he's not going to get out of the way. Oh, fucking cunts, man. Again, Leclerc has his lap blocked. If Leclerc does not get better than P8 here, we are gonna definitely take an engine penalty, I feel. Yeah. Yeah. Unless Leclerc jumps up to P4 now magically, we are not taking engine pen. Sainz now doesn't improve. Leclerc doesn't improve, all because of fucking Ocon. What an ass, but you know, chat, we're gonna take the engine penalties now with Leclerc. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now with Leclerc, what we're going to do is give him a new ERS first. I don't always get why it jumps. See, look chat, I press up and it jumps the engine I want, which is odd. It is just odd. But as we had a bad qualifying here, we're just going to use this time to sacrifice. What is quicker? I think we're going to do the one stop with Charles here. Just get as early as possible onto the hards and just go to the end. I feel like is the quickest way, whereas Sainz a 2-stop. Yeah, I feel like that's what we're going to do here. Now what we need from Charles is to not break his engine slash gearbox slash ERS system. So if you're listening, Charles, don't crash, please.
Get ready. It's the Japanese Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
But I leave it to you to judge the risk. Copy.
We're on the outside of Verstappen here, which will become the inside of Verstappen. Sainz now side by side with a Red Bull. Still side by side here. Leclerc's up. I don't know how many positions, up to 17th already somehow. Sainz now almost ahead of Verstappen here. Verstappen's going to find a way through here. We're going to back off ERS. We want to manage if we can here. Leclerc's got a new engine in, so we're just going to chuck it up the road if we can. I feel like the update has improved the graphics a little bit. Like everything seems smoother. The inter tires seemed like new tires themselves. Yeah, he doesn't need to defend here. If he can overtake Ocon, that'll be good. But oh no, they're going. The Red Bulls are going. I keep forgetting that they do that they'd like to disappear. Keep forgetting to do that.
Keep it tidy.
Right, Sainz, you need to catch here. Out of the hairpin, right up to them. Now we will have DRS.
And keep it tidy.
Copy.
I mean, Gasly's still with us here, but we can dispatch of Gasly now.
We are currently P3.
We just need to get into the DRS here, and we won't have to worry about Gasly. What is everyone doing here? So, we actually have to manage a bit more than the drivers around us here. So, there's that. We're in a train with Leclerc here, so we don't really need to push that heavy. Just if the opportunity presents itself, really, we'll take it. And hopefully Sainz can hold on to the Red Bulls through this sector. Through 130R. To be honest with you, I would be disappointed if he couldn't.
Charge button on.
But Sainz now staying with the Red Bulls is now going to be our conundrum. I'm too worried about Leclerc in my own head. I need to stop worrying about Leclerc and worry more about Sainz, because Sainz is getting us the big points here. He's on the upper end of the point spectrum here as Verstappen's going to overtake Perez here.
And Charles
Charge button off.
Okay.
Leclerc not really doing much there. We're now gonna need to push ERS already. The Red Bulls are just so quick. I'm pushing on ERS and they're almost 9/10 out. Like, what the hell? Let's just see if we can get Leclerc past some traffic here. Just about have DRS with Sainz here. Yikes.
Yeah.
This is not great. But Leclerc is now past his foe. But Sainz now is going to really struggle here. We're going to already think of an alternative strategy for Sainz here. Let's see here. Let's try something here. Let's try something out of the ordinary. It doesn't even let me change the pace target of the fucking first stint. And then, right, say I do that. What is the pace differential? It's like it's like a second. Right? So going soft, hard is a potential option. Ocon's holding up this little train here, so... Or Albon, I mean.
Be careful with the tires.
Yeah, copy.
Careful with tires, careful with tires.
Charge button on.
The good thing is, though, we're pushing as heavy as Red Bull are on their tires. That I've just noticed. They're pushing really heavy on their tires as well here.
Put pressure on him.
Gonna now try and get ahead of this little train. Because we can try and overtake Ocon here. And then Albon with DRS. More Lyco, but around the outside of Ocon here. And with our new engine, we're just plowing along here. But our ERS is not regaining at all here.
Hunting time.
Time to go hunting, time to go hunting.
You can slow down.
They've like really slowed the pace down.
Charge button on.
Out of nowhere they really slowed the pace down.
Charge button on.
And now the pace is back up again.
Charge button off.
Really weird, really weird. Like out of nowhere they just slowed the pace down, the Red Bulls, and now they're back up again on pace.
As you are now, lift off.
Okay.
Charge button on.
I'm doing much better on the softs than the ones around me with Leclerc. And yikes, he's gonna have to push here.
And charge button off.
Is Sainz. Good traction out of that corner. We're still really struggling here with Sainz.
And save fuel.
Copy.
And charge button on if you can.
Copy.
We can push heavy on tires for a bit here while we
Slow down.
Up our energy if we can. Shit. It doesn't work. That doesn't work.
And charge button off. Charge
It
button
really
off.
doesn't work. That was a bad idea. Norris sending it on the Alfa Romeo, and they're on the mediums here. and the mediums are going to go longer, so we want to just get ahead of the medium runners if we can, really. Blow past the Alpha of De Vries. Can we blow around the outside of the McLaren of Norris? Why have you backed out of that? Only God knows. Now he's going for Norris. Can I get Mick as well in this middle sector? Can Leclerc?
And charge button on.
Copy.
He can. And then we've Sonoda ahead. Oh, he's got it. Leclerc's got it. He's got Sonoda ahead, then he's got Sargent, and then he's got Open Air. Leclerc's having a stonker now. So he just needs to get Sonoda and then Sargent, and then catching Magnussen is less important, really. Because we're doing that one stop with Leclerc. We're really struggling with science. We're gonna have to do something different. Could the something different just be boxing in the mediums way earlier? So it's gonna take a whole 2 seconds off our race time. Because that wants us to go to lap 18. This will be lap 15. I feel like we need to go early. Yeah. Yeah, I feel... but we gotta stick with the Red Bulls at the same time though. It's a mixed bag, really.
Charge button on.
Because at some point we're going to need to back off and fuel, and we're just like nowhere near quick enough to do that. We can't even back off on ERS, really. Welcome PT Creative. Welcome to the chat. Do you have any strategies on what for what we should do with science here? Because we're struggling to stay with the Red Bulls here. They're just so much quicker. We're burning through our tires, and we can barely keep up with them. Burning through our fuel and everything as well. We're kind of going early on our 2-stop. That's kind of our only method at the moment. And I forgot to overtake with Leclerc. Let's just get this done in the middle sector so that we don't have to worry about it. Because Leclerc is supposed to already have that done. Let's just get it done immediately. 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 Immediately still. Alright. Let's try back off a little bit.
Lift off. Okay.
Leclerc's still on pace. Sainz is really off pace. He's gonna have to go early off these mediums.
Charge button on.
Which is painful to see.
Less lift off. Okay.
But I honestly don't know what to do with Science Chat. I don't know what to do with him. He just doesn't have the pace of the Red Bulls at all. We're so depleted on fuel here, but we're like gonna have to back off once we box early here. Like in Mercedes, can we change Hamilton for the first car and Russell for the second? You can do that, yes. You can switch your number one driver if that's what you mean. If you're wondering, can you switch your number one driver? You can, yes. Sainz is gone now at this point. We just need to like back off now, I'd say. Carry him with the tires until lap 15 and then we're gonna stop. Where I can switch. In their contract it will say number one driver or car number one, car number two, so if you offer them a new contract it'll be in a specific car. We just need to do an extra lap here with Carlos Sainz. We really did want to stay with the Red Bulls, but Jesus, their pace is just unbelievable, really. Harvest.
No lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
We can now catch
Will be
Russell.
off.
Yeah, the
Sainz and Verstappen are in the same lap.
Copy that.
Verstappen's going for the whatever the fuck's, I don't know, the softs. That's what the tires aren't that hard on, you know.
What, the white thing?
Really not that hard to get a grip of.
We need you to increase lift and coast.
And Verstappen's already that far up the road.
Oh,
Sainz now out ahead of the McLarens, that's good. We can now go neutral here.
charge button
But
off.
Sainz can push up the road here. And Verstappen now, or Leclerc, at the very least can do his one stop pretty well here. Yeah, but if I put contract in Hamilton for car 1, Russell will be fired. What you can do, PT Creative, is you can offer at the end of the contract, like you can say not immediately, but at the end of season or whatever, and then do the same for Russell. So like it'll say like at end of the season or something, instead of having the contract start immediately. So then maybe you could switch it. I'm not sure if it works or not. You just want to try it. Let me know if it works, because I'm not positive on that. But I think it should work.
Charles, no lift off needed.
No lift off needed. No lift off needed.
Your DRS.
Sainz now should be able to extend these mediums. And I mean, we're in clean air. Perez is going to be like 50 years up the road. Yep, there he is. Lag for you. The stream looks good for me. What I was saying, PT Creative, is on the contract it says, do you want the contract to start immediately or like at the end of the season? And you can pick at the end of the season and then say, I want Hamilton car 1, Russell car 2 at the end of the season. So hopefully their contracts should start and they should flip. But you know, if that works, I'm not entirely sure. We're now just pushing with Leclerc here to stay with Perez, kind of unnecessarily at this point.
And keep it tidy.
I don't even really know why we're doing this. Why are we doing this? I was pushing past Magnussen and then forgot to ease off. Yeah, PT Creative, you want to just... If that works, then that's what you'll have to do. That'll be better than trying to switch them mid-season.
And charge button on. Charge button
Charge button on, charge button on.
Take it easy there.
Yeah, we need to extend these softs
Pitted.
with Leclerc.
Just look after these tires.
Because we have
And
yellow
be
flag.
careful.
Yeah.
Single yellow.
Albon locked up.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to protect the tires now with Leclerc here. Because we need to make it to our hard stint. Let's go even early on the hards. Let's go as early as possible here. So that Leclerc doesn't have to do as much managing. And we can take benefit from having those hard tires. We can manage the hards instead. Is that another yellow? Stroll's gone off. Stroll's gone off. That's nice for us. We've made an easy position there.
Try to look after the tires.
Try to look after the tires. Try to look after the tires. Sainz is still managing his fuel. Did that work, PT Creative? Were you able to swap them? Sainz now is going to blow past Kevin Magnussen.
Might be a chance.
And we're going to tell Leclerc to not get in Sainz's way. Is Leclerc going in this lap? Leclerc's going in lap 20. Interesting.
Charge button on. Yeah.
Tire phase update when you can.
I took a lot of tires.
Copy. Will be charge button off, charge button off.
I'm just going to use this extra lap here.
Okay.
And we want to stay ahead of Magnussen with the DRS here.
And we need some lift and coast.
Because now that we have DRS, we can now just go harvest.
Okay.
And then go box for Leclerc.
And charge button on, please.
And box now, box. And charge button
Yeah,
off.
can offer them a contract,
button
then they will
off.
switch the cars, but only next season. Yeah, Pete, Creative, if that works for you, then do that, because I feel like that's the only way it would work. It'd be tough to do that mid-season, because it would fire the other driver. But if that works, then I'm glad they have that as a feature that it actually works, that it wouldn't like fire Russell anyway or whatever. I'm glad they have a way of working it. It's tough. It would be tricky to do mid-season, to be honest. It really would be.
And charge button off. Copy.
Charge button on.
Charge button off. Charge button off. No, we're not doing too shabby with Sainz. I don't feel like we're good for pace here, and we're not incredibly far off the Red Bulls, who are on softs. You know? And with Leclerc, we'll be the first driver onto the hards, so we should be undercutting anyone else who's trying our strategy, that's trying like maybe a medium hard. So we should hopefully with Leclerc go to the end here.
Charge with lane.
Copy, understood.
And Sainz now is just trying to regain fuel while he catches Bottas here. Want a suggestion, Fired Sainz? If you look at our standings, Sainz is ahead of Leclerc here. So it's not our drivers.
And what's a wide line on exit?
Leclerc's come into a good pocket of clear air here. Very good pocket here. He can just recoup ERS there while he does that. and we're gonna dispatch Sainz this lap,
Copy.
or dispatch Bottas this lap, because we can get his DRS here, right here. And the less time we spend behind him, the better, really. A Guardiola style of play. And where are we? We're gonna say hi. Red Bull have too much pace in the first season.
Time to go hunting. I leave it to you.
PT,
Copy.
we're in season 3 and they still have too much pace. Oh, we're falling off them massively here. But now we get past Bottas there, we can back off here. We've got Mick up next in the As.
Charge button on.
Charge button off, charge button off. Don't know what that yellow flag was for. Was it for Mick? It may have been for Mick.
So let's take a look at the replay.
Mick must have let us
Here we are,
through
down
here.
at turn 7.
Yeah, under the pressure went wide.
Oh no,
That's good for us. We were gonna try and overtake him here. We now don't need to do that. We've now got a good gap ahead, and the drivers ahead are gonna box probably before we make it to them. So Leclerc's in a very good position here to get some good points. Very good position. All the drivers here that are probably going to be in his way are going to box very soon. So Leclerc could really get up the order here. And then Sainz is good here. I lost my save in season 2. They lose pace for Aston and Ferrari. That has not happened for me, PT. We've been trying to catch Red Bull this entire save and not get close, but this could be the season. And if this is not the season, then I really feel like season 4 will be the season. But as you see now, Leclerc now out ahead of some of these drivers. Magnussen's got on the hards. A couple of drivers at the back on the hards. And we could start to come back here at the Red Bulls. Verstappen did a soft, and we're doing a soft, medium soft, and that delta's coming down. And so did Perez do a soft. So chat, the win could be on here. We're making some good inroads on Red Bull here. Some very good inroads. Leclerc's now up into P5, and this is a net P5 because Leclerc is going to the end here. And we need to catch Gasly and dispatch of him because Gasly is still going to get out onto the softs here. But we're in such a good place with Leclerc here. We're getting good points here. As long as we have pace on these hards. We're now within 3 seconds of Red Bull here. The Red Bulls need to go to the mediums next. We're going on the softs, so we are in a very good position here. Let's have a test here. Wrong thing. How late? Lap 40. Lando is a... Yeah, Lando is very good in our save, but Gasly has been the monster this season. Gasly's been unbelievable this season. But chat, that delta between Sainz and the Red Bulls is coming down, and we're the ones switching on to the softs, not them. They'll be switching on to the mediums. So we're in a good position now. Very good position here. That's because Lando don't have an Alpine car. Oh well, Gasly's class. Look at Gasly's P4 currently, and he does have an Alpine. You know.
And Charles, no lift off needed.
No lift
You are
off
doing a good job.
needed. No lift off needed. We just need a dispatch of Gasly now as soon as possible, because he still has to do his soft stint. You know? So now we can head down the road here with Leclerc.
So deployed.
And we have 20 seconds gap to the cars behind. So we should have completely clear air here to push with Sainz here. Let's have a look. Us pushing on the mediums, I can't even tell how. They've actually updated that, so that's not as easy to tell what pushing on the mediums does when you're on that tire.
And we need to increase lift.
We're now ahead of the Alpine and we can back off now. Leclerc gets the fastest lap on the hard. It's not going to last, but it's nice to have. And we're still cutting down to the Red Bulls, who have yet to go on the mediums. This is very interesting, chat. I feel like we need a box early off the mediums here to get on the softs to take advantage of them. Verstappen's now gone in. Can we get out ahead of Verstappen with Leclerc? No, we can't. Never mind. Scratch that. Absolutely scratch that. But we can still now use these mediums and then get onto the softs here. And the Red Bulls will be on the mediums to the end. Both of them will be on the mediums to the end here. So we can take advantage of being on the better tire here. We will see how it goes. They're going to use all of this medium tire if we can. Going to use all of it.
How are the tires?
Perez is now in. Can we do another lap? We can do another lap. This will be our last lap now on the mediums. We're going to be straight onto the softs now.
Box, Carlos,
And
box.
pushing hard.
Yeah, box.
Perez is not that far up the road from Leclerc. Bottas is in 6th place. Bottas is doing a... Bottas has like 5 points this year. Bottas is doing an absolute Mazza here. I'm not talking Felipe. But Sainz now on to softs this lap. And now we have the rest of the race to catch the Red Bulls. We now need to tell Leclerc to not get in his way as he catches the Red Bulls. And we're not too far off. We're 7 seconds off the lead here. And we're on the soft tires to the end here. And are we able to push to the end here? I think we're able to push flat out to the end here on these softs. There's a yellow flag. Do not be a safety car. Thank God it's Stroll locking up again. We do not need a safety car here. Actually, keep pushing.
Take care of the tires.
Don't back out here. Don't back out. We need to give him DRS. Right, there we go. Now back out. Alright, that DRS is going to help Sainz a little bit here on his journey to catching the Red Bulls. We just now got to keep it ahead of the drivers behind, and there's no one really threatening us at all with Leclerc here, so we can just
Look
back
after the
off here.
Front tires.
We're now 5 seconds off Perez in the Red Bull, and we're going to be pushing to the end here on these softs. Chat, I'm going to take a quick break here, but do not move because this, the end of this race is going to be very interesting. We're 5 seconds to the Red Bulls, and we also have fucking better tires. Anyway, not a tea break, just a quick toilet break. Be back in a minute. I have returned, chat. We are back. We are back. We are back. Still the same context. We are 5 seconds off the Red Bulls here. With better tires, on the softs here. Hola, ¿cómo está? La biblioteca. Fernando Torres, Sergio Busquets, David Villa. Sainz now sets the fastest lap as he's made half a second on Perez here, as Perez is catching Verstappen. Cansada voy a la Croix? Is that lacrosse? La Croix? We're now a second off Perez as Perez is catching Verstappen, but we're catching Perez, and Perez is now struggling to catch Verstappen. Spain here. I don't talk Spanish, but R does. Hola, soy Dora. We're catching Perez at the rate. No, it's... There's a VSC! Verstappen's gone! Verstappen's gone!
In the barrier. Possible debris there. Watch out.
Everyone okay?
Yeah, he's okay.
Sick, man.
And look at the team there. They all knew what that moment meant.
Oh my word.
Virtual safety car deployed.
Oh my word, chat. Oh my word. Verstappen is out. Verstappen is out. I think what we're going to do here with Leclerc, now that we have the opportunity, is we're going to go softs. Yeah. We're gonna softs with Leclerc here. Whereas Sainz, we're just gonna keep on these softs. Leclerc has a gap to Gasly and Bottas, which we can use with the VSC here. And Gasly's probably gonna pit this lap anyway.
Charles pit lane.
Copy, understood.
And even if he doesn't, we will have the pace on him for sure. On the softs. This is kind of good for Perez because it allows him to extend. We were like almost within a second. Almost within a second of Perez, and now Verstappen making that error is losing us time. I tell you what we're doing wrong here. What are we doing wrong? Why are we losing so much delta? Why are we losing so much delta?
Can push
We're now
more.
out ahead.
Yeah, go there.
Out ahead of Gasly on the softs with Leclerc. But Verstappen out. This is insane in the championship. We're going to gain so much in the championship here if we can. And Verstappen's going to lose out massively in the championship. Why are we losing on the delta here? How much time is it going to give the VSC for Perez here? Here we go.
I dig now.
All good. And push if you have some juice. Okay.
Alright, we now need to push flat out now to catch Perez.
DRS enable.
We're 2.4 behind here.
So we need to push for these laps.
Copy.
And Leclerc has just got out ahead of Gasly pit! Bottas is in a P4! De Vries is P8! Unbelievable. Mental scenes here. Gasly could still get Bottas here, but he has not a lot of laps to do it. We're now losing to Perez. I'm guessing Perez is definitely pushing on ERS. There's no way. There's straight up no way. There's no way. We're gonna now push on ERS. We just need to catch. There's not enough laps to sit back here. Perez gets the fucking fastest lap somehow. With Leclerc out on track with fresh softs. That's bullshit. We're just not making any inroads here.
No DRS. No DRS for him.
We need to keep pushing, man. We're almost within a second here. Oh, you
Should be able to take a
fucking
look
prick.
here. Now we're watching Carlos Sainz here. Oh, we've seen a few go off the track there.
Oh, Sainz has fucking bottled it, lads. Sainz has bottled it.
Can go tire management. Copy.
Sainz has fucking bottled the win. Unbelievable.
Increase tire saving.
Copy.
Oh, Sainz bottled the win. That is so disappointing, man. Oh. Fastest lap was at 27.5. What is her? Oh, Leclerc's like right there. Leclerc's almost gonna have the fastest lap. He just needs to use his ERS here. But Sainz, disappointing, man. Absolutely bottling the win potentially. We were catching Perez. That VSC kind of fucked us because we could have won, but at the same time, the main goal there was that Verstappen didn't get any points from this race, which is really the big winner. And also Leclerc's got such a good result here, despite starting last. We're now going to go back on Irish curbs, and we're going to just now push with Sainz, and now same with Leclerc. Try and get fastest lap here. Leclerc's got a big open gap ahead of him, so purple first for Leclerc. Disappointing from Sainz at the end there, but you know, we will definitely take this result. This is the first time in our entire save that Verstappen has crashed. The first time. De Vries has run wide. We're on to the last lap here. Leclerc just needs to make sure he gets the fastest lap here, and we are good. Because we need to rob that point off Perez. And Leclerc gets it.
And we have the fastest
That's
lap.
all we needed there. He's gone a second quicker than Perez's time. Sainz now a little disappointed, but you know, still good. Still very good. Thank you for the follow, by the way, PT Creative as well. Thank you for the follow. But we're just gonna watch Sainz now pull it home if we can. But Sainz now rounds the final corner here.
Copy.
Perez has crossed the line first.
Perez wins, but it is another bad race from Verstappen, you'd have to say.
Good result.
Great result for us. Gasly another P4, but Bottas gets a P5, which basically means Alfa Romeo might be jumping up to Williams now, especially with the De Vries P9 as well. Bottas P5. PT Creative. Bottas P5 in this save is crazy. Like, that was so unexpected. Genuinely. It's not just like, that's how this save is. No, this is genuine surprise. De Vries getting points is a surprise as well. He has got them before, but this is rare. Wow. There is your results. What a result for Ferrari. What a result for Ferrari. We didn't win, but Verstappen was out and we took the biggest advantage we could out of it.
That's a podium.
Mercedes are. Let's go to constructors. Mercedes are fifth, and they're fifth. You know, genuinely. But we're now closing up to Verstappen in the championship. Perez is closing up to us though, and we have importantly gained on Red Bull in the constructors. Important to gain little amounts here and there. Charles Leclerc up 17 positions. Has to be driver of the day. We're improved. We jumped up to P7 in fastest pit stops. Our pit stops are getting quicker, lads. Like, way quicker. Whoever told me to do gym training, you're an absolute goat. We've got 7 million from that race because we were able to make sure Leclerc had finished inside the top 10, which was our goal, and came off very well there. Although I forgot, we actually needed that 7 million because we had extra engine in for Leclerc that race. Okay, we're gonna have our cost cap stay the same. That's good. How is our cost cap doing? Let's have a quick look. We've 38 million left of the cost cap. We've loads of money left. That's good to know. But that's been it from me for tonight. If you want to follow, please do. If you want to subscribe with Twitch Prime, please do. It's free. Please do if you want, whatever. But we're gonna now raid Logan, and hope you drop him a follow as well. But I'll be back tomorrow. What day is tomorrow? Thursday. I'll probably just be doing more F1 Manager, but I will see you then. We're gonna send you over to Logan now. Drop him a follow on your way there, and Ferrari #1